Martin, is it so bad where you're from?
I thought so, Pop. I've been living at a dead run, and I was tired. And one day I knew I had to come back here. I had to come back and get on a merry-go-round and eat cotton candy and listen to a band concert. I had to stop and breathe and close my eyes and smell and listen.
I guess we all want that. Maybe when you go back, Martin, you'll find that there are merry-go-rounds and band concerts where you are. Maybe you haven't been looking in the right place. You've been looking behind you, Martin. Try looking ahead.
And to my hero, that's who I chase. Now, when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I come back 2 weeks later. This person comes up and says, who's your hero? I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. No. She said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero's always 10 years away. I'm never going to be my hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing. So to any of us, whatever those things are, whatever it is we look up to, whatever it is we look forward to, and whoever it is we're chasing, to that I say amen. To that I say, all right.
And I was completely heartbroken. And I graduate college and I'm digging ditches because there's no jobs. In 2009, 3 billboards of this woman with the Miss Louisiana crown on the way to work. And I'm driving in my beat up pickup truck and I'm just like, fuck my life. I've never been so low. It was horrible because I thought I was going to get a college degree and have a job, have a good job. Didn't. The girl I loved, I broke up with her because I wanted to be a good guy because I thought that was what I was supposed to. And I had turned to religion and failed. Mm-hmm. All in the same, let's say 6 months. Oh, it was absolutely horrible, bro. And,
But how did you use that? Did you do something productive with that pain, or you just literally lost and didn't know what to do?
Well, you take it on the chin, right? But you always keep fighting.
Yeah.
Maybe I was out on my feet a bit, but I stayed training. I stayed working out. Funny enough, about 5 years go by, she married this guy, she calls. And then 6 months would go by, she'd call again. Then 3 months in, it started getting slow. Gap started getting quiet, smaller and smaller. And
were you replying?
I did reply.
Just like
the first time it happened, it was a text and my stomach dropped. Because she was the one that got away from me, right? Mm-hmm. Because not because it's not like I didn't move on, but it was this climactic part of my life. She was on the big stage. I went to Vegas, watched her at Miss America. I thought I got her back. Didn't. It was like this big ordeal, right? But when she called back, I remember my stomach drop. I know where I was. Like, it was important to me at this time. I was probably 25, 26, something like that. And spoke, whatever. But I knew she was married. And then she ended up actually lying to me and said that she got separated and moved back down with her family. And I started seeing her regularly. And, obviously we were sleeping together again. Found out she was still married. And they were separated, but they were, You got to watch that, man. I've actually had that happen to me twice. And there's no telling the dude that, hey, bro, sorry, but she lied to me. Bullshit. All right, whatever, G. Whatever. Yeah. You know where I am.
What I'm about to say next might sound extraordinary or unbelievable to the minds of most men, but hear me out. I want you to understand that the feeling of safety that women get by being part of the group is so strong that she will actually feel safer doing a objectively dangerous activity, an objectively harmful activity, and as long as all the other women are doing it, than if she was to be by herself, not participating in that activity. Promiscuity is not good for women. Sleeping around, having casual sex, that is harmful to women. But if a woman has got a friendship circle and all of her friends are engaging in that kind of behavior, she's gonna feel safer going along with that self-destructive choice than she would be in ostracizing herself from the group and not participating. One of the reasons why you need to pay very close attention to the company that your girlfriend keeps. Now, women do grow out of this to a certain extent. As they get older, they become more confident in themselves, more independent in their decision making. They don't need the safety or the protection of a group of female friends so much. They know who they are, which is one of the reasons why dating looks so different for menopausal women as it does for women in their 20s. That's what I'm trying to explain, is that women recruit other women, which is why you need to pay very close attention if one of your girlfriend's friends suddenly starts changing in her behavior. Like, she was a sweet girl, very high quality, but let's say something traumatic happens, she gets broken up with, cheated on, something like that, and then she starts down this destructive path. You need to watch that. She's making bad choices, she's sleeping around, she's getting drunk a lot, she's probably going to be whispering in your girlfriend's ear, trying to get her to go along with that. Too many guys are complacent about this sort of stuff. They think, my girlfriend's smart, she'd never fall for that kind of thing, she knows who she is. Look, you may be right, but please do not underestimate the pressure that women feel to get along with their friends.
I truly believe that love is the most powerful emotion that human beings can have. I recall seeing a story about a war hero who had went down with his plane during the Korean War, and his wife waited for him for like 30 years until she was an old woman, and finally, when she saw that there was no more hope, she gave up and she ended up killing herself and committing suicide. And it was from a broken heart. And I think it's very tragic that human beings are not able to let go and move on, but it also shows the power of loyalty. And in some ancient cultures, some of the widows used to throw themselves onto the fires of the burning corpses of their husbands to show their love and loyalty to their husbands. And I'm not advocating that anybody do that. I mean, I don't want anybody to hurt themselves, but what I am saying is that some people can be loyal to a fault, even after that person is long gone. And the thing is that most of the time, the other person, when they're gone, they're not even thinking about you. They don't even care. And in many cases, you meant absolutely nothing to them. And it's almost like drowning, and you have like 5-10 people trying to throw you life preserve after life preserve, lifeline after lifeline, and you just keep telling them, no, thank you. I want to go down with the ship. I want to go down. I want to drown. Instead of saving your own life, you decide you would rather die. And this is all a result of a broken heart. I think it's quite tragic for people to just throw away their lives over someone who is very replaceable. My dad used to tell me all the time, girls are like the city bus. There will be another one in about 5 minutes. And when you truly think about it, and you notice that there are so many other options, so many other people who are willing to love you and be with you and help you to heal that broken heart, and for you to just throw that away, I think that is quite tragic. I think the best thing a person can do is to move on from their past tragedies and embrace the future and the new possibilities. I like the famous quote from the Twilight Zone episode, The Walking Distance, where the father says to his son, he says to him, try looking ahead.
Martin, is it so bad where you're from?
I thought so, Pop. I've been living at a dead run, and I was tired. And one day I knew I had to come back here. I had to come back and get on a merry-go-round and eat cotton candy and listen to a band concert. I had to stop and breathe and close my eyes and smell and listen.
I guess we all want that. Maybe when you go back, Martin, you'll find that there are merry-go-rounds and band concerts where you are. Maybe you haven't been looking in the right place. You've been looking behind you, Martin. Try looking ahead.